What's going on, everybody? This is Afro Think Tank. Specialized healthcare are losing funding thanks to Donald Trump and his administration and their lack of care for those who need the most care in our country. And this black woman is about to explain it, and it's happening all over the place. It seems like the priority of this administration is not to help any regular people at all. Right? We have money to kill random people overseas who done nothing to us. We've been continuously dropping bombs on Iran and facilitating the genocide in Gaza and facilitating Israel's takeover of Lebanon under the disguise of our war with Iran. We've been prioritizing all the Epstein classes priorities, all of it. And who has taken the hit? The least fortunate of the world. Just like Donald Trump took away the U.S. aid, millions upon millions of children are under threat of dying. And millions have already died because America is not doing the few good things that we do, despite all the bad things we do. There are some good things that we do, and USAID was one of those things. Out of all the many things that we do bad as a empire, we do have good things that we do, and Donald Trump made sure to defund those things. Obviously the education, which should be a priority, is being defunded, right? And specialized healthcare in America domestically is being defunded because rich people do not care about your healthcare. Rich people don't care about the disabled, the mentally disabled, the physically disabled. They don't care about the disabled veterans. They don't care about anybody, even though the people who continuously defund the very social programs that make life tolerable in this here United States, where everything is hyperinflated, right? The only programs that makes life somewhat livable, they are trying their best to destroy those, take those away, and make sure those are not options. So people who are in power are absolutely evil, and they're doing everything in their power to destroy America, to destroy the semblance of a quality life you can possibly have. They are trying to re-enslave you by forcing you to have to live your life as a cog in one of their machines that they operate in order for them and their family members to be able to live a carefree life on the backs of all humanity, where they get top quality health care, and those who sponsor these millionaires get free health care. Keep in mind, the ones who say we can't afford to do it, the ones who's telling you that we can't have universal health care, that we can't take care of our disabled, that we can't do any of these things, all of them receive, thanks to our taxpayer money, the money they don't mind spending, all of them receive top quality, top tier health care. All the politicians that say that you don't deserve health care and that health care is not a right for you, and that you're a mentally disabled child, or you're a mentally dysfunctional child, or you're a physically dysfunctional child who needs specialized care that costs thousands upon thousands of dollars that people are not making because the corporations they work for refuse to give them a living wage, because it's all about maximizing profit for the shareholders. Because of that, the concrete jungle that's been created in America, that has already been created, has made life impossible for most people. Me and my friends was talking when we was in New York having a good old time. We just don't know how people are living. I've made some good decisions and I've had some good luck, right? But a lot of people are not as lucky as me, and they didn't make good decisions as early as I did, right? Everybody can't, do the same thing. And I'm just wondering I don't know how people are surviving. We're beyond paycheck to paycheck. Most people live paycheck to paycheck. They're surviving from paycheck to paycheck, being held on by the trickles of money passed down to you by those who could afford to pay you well above what you are getting paid now, and still wouldn't be a dent in their bank account. They wouldn't even notice it. But because they're so greedy, because they're so addicted to every zero belonging to them, they don't want you to have anything. As long as they can have it all, that's the way apparently God has manifested. Only a few can enjoy their lives, while the many have to suffer so the few can enjoy their lives, right? And as a result of it, obvious programs that are obviously beneficial to mankind, to all kinds of people, no matter what religion, race, you are. Apparently, those are not priorities to the people that we continue to put in charge, by the way. Right? We continue to put them in charge, and they continue to remind us every time that they do not care. And every 2 years, they will gaslight, that very same population and tell them, no, it wasn't because I made a vote to go against you. It's because that black person over there is standing there. That's why. Not because I sold out my community and I took money from a Jewish organization to make sure I do anything that they tell me to do, so that their corporations, their companies, their shareholders, and their families can live rich lives, not being held accountable by a government that otherwise could hold them accountable if they weren't actively, legally bribing them, right? They can live their life, but you need to live under the rule of the laws that they set for them, for you, not for them, because they don't even follow the laws that they say that you're supposed to follow. It's sad. But anyway, let's listen to this black one. We're going to hear more and more stories like this as, people get more and more greedy as they, the age of information and the age of robotics and AI, there's still old money to be made before a lot of these industries disappear, and they're going to make it. And it's going to be a constant pressure of greed and evilness that we have to deal with. And until we as a people, get it together and speak with one voice, at least one sentiment, one feeling, and until we start walking towards one particular action, like a general strike, like not just striking shit, but like literally stop shopping, permanent strikes, like indefinite strikes, like the black community, we start to indefinitely strike things. It starts off as a regular strike, but then we just stop going because we found alternative means to procure the products and get the services that we need from places that give us respect and respect us as human beings. And I think we need to do that on a bigger scale because, as time passes, there's going to be more and more stories of devastating stories of people who actually care, good people who work within institutions that should be meant to help people and bring forth some light in this dark world. But yet, at the end of the day, the need to make a profit in the almighty dollar, and dollar is king, and dollar is God, and profit is God over everything. The devil, right? Devaluing all life, in order to reap the benefits of stuff, things you can't take with you when you die. And that's just the world we live in. So until we do something about it, this is what we got. And we're going to have more stories like this as time passes, and people are continue to be disenfranchised for the sake of somebody sitting there trying to get a extra couple dollars, profit off one of their sales or whatnot. Anyway, you guys tell me what you think in the comment section. It's Afro Think Tank. Learn something. Teach something. I'm out.
Please don't scroll. Please stop. Please, I'm begging you. I need your help. I need your help. I have made this video 3 times, and each time TikTok deletes it. So I don't know what the problem is, but I'm gonna keep making it because it's that important. I don't even know where to start. So I work at a clinic for intellectually disabled people. So the IDD population is horribly underrepresented, and there's not a lot of places for them to get care, specialized care. A lot of places don't want those people because they have behaviors, or you know what I'm saying, they just don't know how to handle them. But we do, like, that is our whole job. That is all we do. I'm gonna post here where I work so you can see where it is, what we do, stuff like that. Also, I'm sorry I look this way, y'all. I usually use a filter, but I've been crying since I found out, so I'm so sorry. Anyways, here's where I work. Okay, so about 20 minutes ago, we were all called into a company-wide meeting in the conference room. We knew it wasn't good, probably, but I had no idea this was about to happen, y'all. They told us that due to Medicaid cuts, they were cutting our budget 80%. 80%. So annually we have a budget about $7.2 million. This million, they cut it to about two. And I know 2 million sounds like a lot of money, but when you're used to a $7.2 million budget and they cut that by like 80%, it's nothing, you guys. Everybody is out of their job, basically. Everybody's losing their job, but some of the providers. So the people that I've worked with for years, that I love, because I love my job, okay? This is my dream job. I love this job. And I love these people. And thinking about how I'm not gonna get to see them anymore. Anyways, they told us not to talk about it. I've never been one to be quiet in the face of injustice. And I'm not gonna start now. I'm really sorry. I don't want to step on any toes but this is wrong. This is so wrong. This is so wrong, you guys. They gave us 30 days. July 15th is when 80% of our patients will be discharged. And just to put it into perspective, we have a 2-year wait list. People from all over the state come here because it's the only place like it. It's the only place for people with IDD to get the specialized care that they need. We do everything. We're a one-house stop. One-house shop. We have medical, dental, PT, OT, speech, everything you need, basically. And telling these people that basically we can't care for them anymore is just unfathomable. So anyways, what I'm asking you all, what I'm begging you all to do is to do what TikTok does. Please make some noise. This is not right. And this needs to get to the right people. They need to hear. They need to hear about how this is not okay. I know the families, once they find out next week, are going to be very upset. But I'm trying to get a head start because, again, we have 30 days. So, I'm going to post the contact information for the Secretary of Health. Okay? And then I'm going to post the contact information for the Governor of Kentucky. Okay? Now, I don't know whose decision this was directly. I don't know if this was the Secretary of Health's decision, but I do know that he knows about it. I do know that he is the one that verbalized the decision to our owners. So whether it came from him, or the governor that's above him, or our federal government that's above him, I don't know, okay? But this is where I'm starting. I need you to call these people. I need you to call the news stations. If you need information on our local news stations, please let me know. I will be happy to provide that as well. I need noise. And I pray that this is not something that Andy Beshear is behind, because he's done great things for the state of Kentucky. And I've been very supportive of him. And I'm just hoping and praying that he's either not aware or will go ahead and reverse this decision once news gets out. Because this is so wrong. So wrong. I promise you guys, some of these people will die. Some of these people that I know and love will die without this care. And I know that in politics and government, people are just numbers and budgets are what matter. But this is real life. You are affecting people's lives. You are laying off so many people. That means no income, no insurance in a time where it's so difficult to get hired. You are taking care away from about 1,000 people who need it. And I didn't mean to make this video so long, and I'm so sorry, but I didn't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do. I'm gonna be calling the news stations. I'm gonna be posting. I'm gonna be making noise about this. And I'm just begging you all. I'm begging you all to do the same. It takes nothing for you to just repost. Just get the news out. Please. If you want me to keep you updated in the next 30 days, let me know. If you want me to take you around the clinic and show you what we do, show you some of the people that we help, some of the people that I work with, please let me know. I'll be happy to do that, okay? That's all I can do at this point. My hands are absolutely tied. They told us to start looking for jobs. So I guess I'm gonna start doing that, but I'm not gonna stop trying. I'm not. So please, I'm begging you all, please. Thank you.
I pray all of the billionaires who exploit the lower class fucking die. And they get licked down, put in the ground, dug up, and then fucking told to die again. Bitch ass fuck. Fuck is you talking about? Amen.
Free Sudan! Boycott diamonds and gold! Free Sudan! Boycott diamonds and gold! We most definitely cannot forget about the people of Sudan!
Thanks for watching Afro Think Tank. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And follow me on Substack and Patreon for more content. Remember, it's Pan-Africanism or nothing.